Hi, Virgo. I'm Lisi, the High Priestess. This can resonate in your past, present, or future. Okay, synchronicity conversations. This is a brand new channel. This is not my old channel. Okay, so press like, subscribe, notification bell. With the notification bell, you can get my lives. If not, you'll have to wait 12 hours. The song that's in the background, this woman is saying, I'm comfortable with you. Okay, you make me feel at ease. You're at ease with this person, or you make people feel at ease when you're in their presence. Blessings to that notion. Okay. All right. So Pisces, you could be dealing with the Pisces, or you could have Pisces placements. Okay. I see the moon right here too. So you could be in the school of mystery. Okay. You could be talking to angels. Okay. Or you do the same thing I do. Okay. That's your job. That's what you like to do. Or you feel in tune with someone like me, or um you can relate or something like that. Okay, I get Taurus and I get El Chapo. Okay, um Chapo is in Aries. Okay, so you could be dealing with someone that carries the placements of Aries or Taurus, or they're in the cusp between Taurus and Aries. Okay, speaking on El Chapo, you could be dealing with someone that is born on the 14th. Okay, the richest man in the world. Okay, or that's who you want to be. You want to be the richest man in the world. That is a dream. That's a fascination that you have. Or you could be a boss, like you could be doing boss moves. Okay, I feel like if you started something, it's slow to pick up, but you're gradually becoming the main man, the big boss. Okay, the man with the pants. Okay, or the woman. Okay. um I also feel like if you're a woman, it's a little bit slow for you because you're not a man, but I feel like your drive is like a man, like a masculine. I see you very driven, like it can't be overlooked. It must be understood, and it will be understood. I feel like power is coming into your hands. I feel like you're around the rich and the powerful. Okay. um El Chapo escaped prison 2 times, by the way. They finally caught him. Okay. So I feel like, some people that have money are able to get away with a lot because they got money. Just putting that out there. His wife was a beauty queen. Okay. Rich men like pretty women, by the way. Rich men like to deal with pretty women. They feel like they have elevated in that status where women with beautiful bodies need to be with a boss like them. But that's not necessarily true. Okay, because there's different strokes for different folks. What you may think is beauty may not be beautiful to somebody else, because people who come from riches, there's always that black sheep that doesn't want to marry someone for their looks. There's always that black sheep that want to marry for love and not for money, not for fame, not for status, because they understand, they've been there long enough in that industry to understand it's about loyalty leads to royalty. Okay, this person has twin girls. Okay, Chapo has twin girls. If you didn't know that, he does. Okay, but the twin girls to me is also the Gemini, it's the Libra, and it's the Pisces, the yin and the yang. Okay, two different personalities. Libra carry injustice. Pisces is the fish going up and the fish going down, and Gemini, that's two personalities. Runs all the banks, built many tunnels. Okay, so I feel like someone here could have many streams of income that make him a rich man. Okay, someone is very invested in their own money. Someone sits back and lets their money work itself. Okay, blessings to that notion. um Someone smuggling gadgets and routes. Okay, there's a Netflix series about him. He was in love with the Queen of the South. Okay, so if you are not a drug dealer or someone that carries these kind of characteristics, okay, do you know, well, never mind, let me scratch that. Do you know bosses like to hang out with other bosses? All right. So El Chapo was fascinated with the Queen of the South because it was a woman. Like I said, if you're a woman, it was slow to take off. But at the end of the day, women run this. We're getting in an era where women are becoming more powerful than men. Okay. So in the Queen of the South, this woman was very smart. She started from the bottom. Now we're here. She started from nothing. Her parents were killed right in front of her as a child. She started at a very young age, money laundering, hustling money, in the streets. And then she met a drug dealer. And when she got with this drug dealer, that's what, initiated her in with very powerful men in the industry, as far as, narco trafficking and stuff like that, because she married him and she had gotten a hold of a very special book. And in this book there was many the school of mystery was very mysterious things written on it. You know what, I'm not going to kill it, but you should watch Queen of the South. Moral of the story is that she had nobody, and her family was the familia. It was the mob. It was the cartel, because you know everybody was taken away from her. Everyone was taken away from her. And she could not be in love with anybody, because if you love somebody, it could potentially get them killed, because she was so in deep in this money business that it's hard to get out. And once you go in, there's no getting out. So her main purpose of going in deeper and deeper and deeper into the rabbit hole was for her to eventually get out in the future. She started to invest her money into real property businesses and stuff like that. I think she owned, like, at the very end, she started to own half of New York. But her greatest escape plan was to do things legitly, so she no longer has to do things dirty. Now, if you watch this, you will understand how affiliated spirituality is, as far as the dope game, as far as the game period, and as far as, the industry, as far as money, power, and respect. You will understand that when you watch this, because throughout all of this, it was like a spiritual journey from the very beginning, where she would see things that were about to happen. She would prophesize things, and she didn't just use the prophecies that came out with her. She would use smarts, and she would use her wits. She was very smart and intelligent, and she played the part like she was dumb, because sometimes you got to play a dummy with a dummy. It was hard to get this woman in bed, because she was taught by Camilla Vargas. La única, el único tiempo que te estás acostando con un hombre es cuando tú tienes motivo para hacerlo. Camilla Vargas told her, if you're ever going to lay up with someone, make sure that there's a motive behind it, because you should never lay up with anybody for love, because in this kind of business, love will make you weak. So being focused on what's right in front of you, being focused and driven, sometimes you ain't got time for love. Love will get you killed. It is very cutthroat in some of the things that you do. You got to stay focused, because then love will sidetrack you, but so will money. Understanding the ethers, the twins, understanding the fish going up for the fish to go down, going down to go up, the roller coaster of life. Gemini, having to be one person here just to be the other. Being the Libra, sometimes I got to play your devil so you could understand me as a leader, as a hero. Some things aren't understood until you get there, and that pinnacle of life. Then you look back and you understand why it was necessary for you to play the devil to that leader, or to be that angel for that devil. There was a point in that movie, or in that series, where she was chasing herself, right? And she had a gun, and she had a gun, but it was her. It was her. And you heard the bullet go off, because it was the old version of her versus to the new version of her. Because when she turned around and seen it was her, she had that moment, like, am I going to let her kill me, or am I going to kill her? And she pull that trigger. Because, see, when I was young and dumb and in love, I was your victim. But when I took love out the picture, I had I was no longer a victim.